Switcher.
Murray, who designed the previous.
This thing was running Windows updates. And happy to turn that off.
Parker is community minded and is a positive
You don't want me. I have to have you up there.
Valley River Chevrolet.
I reckon.
For Chris Hawkins, I'm Jeff Patton.
Two buttons. I remembered for the first time this week.
You won't want to ask for the man in charge. All I do is write the checks. Now, like anyone is a funeral professional, but I'm good at finance, so I can tell you, in this time of high inflation, there's no better time to pre-plan a funeral. Gas prices are up, food prices are up, even dog food prices are up. Come lock in your funeral or cremation price today. We are famous for Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home. Voters, it's time to ask, is your dock ready? Warmer lake days are coming fast. Don't put off necessary repairs on worn deck boards, floats, or cables. Give Shores and More a call.
If I don't have you up, this is this little webcam here. You gotta change it. Try changing it down here. The source is wrong. Yeah.
Online at shoresandmore.com.
It's gotta be that free space. Real world, that's it.
Oh, there you go.
That's better. That's much more better.
Hey, I like it better with you on.
Yeah, right. So now we'll try Pat to come in, and
If I get him
he's
coming in,
probably afraid to knock.
what?
You got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes out.
Tell Mike to connect me. It ain't coming
You
in.
hear it, and you can't find it. No, not your phone.
Well, he needs to knock on this door.
Somewhere else in the yard.
I guess I can invite him, but I don't know how to invite him.
$500. Radar leak
He should-
detection will find the leak.
He tries.
He can't come in his own self, like he always does.
Repairs at a fraction of the cost of replacing your whole water system. Call Eric locally at Grayland, 706-897-9110, 706-897.
If I say invite.
And find that leak once and for all.
Yeah, that's, I have to send him an email.
Hey, we're ready.
We now have a simple punch card loyalty program. Every ice cream purchase gets you closer to $5 off your next Loaded Cow home trimmed experience.
Coming up on a minute.
Rewards by getting double punches each and every Thursday. Do you have
Hold on,
a
invite here.
loyalty card? If not, ask for your free
Well,
loyalty
right
card
here, if you
on
say
the form that's
invite,
visit
and you
to
say
the
invite, and then you copy, but then you've got to go and go to the email and email it to him. Yeah.
One-stop shop for all of your garden needs. Black Cow, Fox Farm, Sungrow, Pro-Mix Soils, plus plants, tools, and more.
The company email is not defaulted. It hasn't been with.
Napoleon Grills in the gift
Go back
shop.
in.
They're backed by the best
There you
warranty
go.
on the market. Call 706
Worker school.
1000. Blairsville.
We're good.
Family-owned farm and feed store.
You just say, oh, back, huh? That's it.
Fridays on the dish are presented by Bannister
Yes.
Cooper Funeral Home in Hiawassee. The experts at Bannister Cooper will guide you through the
All right, here we go. Coming in sideways.
end-of-life arrangements for a loved one. Yes, we're Towns County's funeral.
I'm gonna come in with YouTube.
And now,
All righty, I'm back, but Pat Maloney,
He's in a hole somewhere.
he's in the hole.
Folks, we got gremlins so bad this morning going on that Stephen Phillips is trying to fix the computer.
Yeah,
That's how
that'll work
low
out
it is.
good. I don't know if we're on or not. We ain't getting no comments, so
Yeah,
who
we
knows?
can't get our chat. We can't. Nothing's working right today.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't care.
It's Friday.
Hey, did you see these detainees? They signal SOS outside of Texas or inside of Texas prison for these migrant facilities ahead of a deportation thing. Did you see that?
No, I did not see
They
that.
got these guys standing out in the middle of the field and they form a human SOS. They're all standing there like SOS.
Well, they want the Democratic congressman to come down and save them.
How did they know to do that? How did they know that
Well, Morse code is kind of international. You know, SOS is the international code for help, right? So
I know that, but okay, it's like, okay, I'm
Well,
in prison. I have no outside reach for anything. I have no TV, no nothing. But they knew at the exact time to walk out and put an SOS in the middle of the field
Oh, they got wait a
when a
minute.
camera goes over.
They got TVs. They got TVs and everything. They got it in the break room.
Well, did you
got
have
parking
something come on your
lounges.
TV that said, hey, you need to walk outside and make a human SOS?
No, but they're probably wanting Nancy Pelosi and Jeffrey, whatever his name is, come down and do Kumbaya and sing some bad
Yeah.
songs out in the parking lot. Save them, right?
Oh, Brad Alwine said, so 52% of the raw sewage is going into the lake. I don't know. We'll know if they drain it. When they drain the lake, we'll know for sure then.
But I'll tell you what, that's a lot of water. You'd think it wouldn't be that hard to find, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'd think a pretty big hole somewhere.
Oh, man, you ain't down. Is Pat calling in again or what?
We're still connected, I think.
Yeah, we're still connected. You gotta turn your mic on because ain't nobody hear what you say. Yeah. I was hoping Pat Malone would get on here because he stopped. What has Trump done in his 100 days? I just got a thing here. Mercedes-Benz is to expand to U.S. manufacturing plants.
All right,
They're fixing to move over here and build Mercedes-Benz.
cool. About time.
How about that?
Yeah, where
How
am I
about
gonna
that?
put it? Does it say?
I'm reading all that kind of stuff. Probably in Texas or Florida.
Well, a lot of them are coming to the southeast, so that's good. It's a lot of jobs. Hyundai's building a big one in Savannah.
Oh, but yeah, Trump didn't do any of
No,
that.
Trump ain't done nothing. You know, did you see his cabinet meeting the other day? How awesome is that was on live on television? He went around to every secretary
Oh man,
and they gave an update of what they've been doing for the last 100 days.
right.
And Joe Biden never did anything like that. The press ought to love this administration for the access they get,
Mm-hmm.
but no, they just beat them up.
Well, I think what the great thing is about the access they got right now, instead of taking the top, I guess the top ads or not ads, but the top political people like CNN and all them, they move them back. They're not back, and we've got people in there, and just normal, everyday, average Joes in there. Just doing it.
You just want your press pass, don't you?
No, I'm just saying. I just think it's great.
No, I do
I mean,
too.
do you know? I think it's great,
Yeah, I do think it's
and we
great.
know that CNN and all them is fake news.
Well, if you look at the numbers, CNN now is down below 500,000 viewers during the day. That's awful. Joe Rogan gets 20 million, right?
Right.
So the whole world has changed,
By the
and
way,
those people are
our
losing their
computer
jobs, and they're going to lose more jobs in that
It was
business.
Windows.
Because if they be smart enough to understand, Fox News isn't losing jobs. Fox News is doing well. But I was talking earlier, was on CNN yesterday. Did you see the story about Mike Walls being kicked out of the administration? The
Well,
National
actually
Security
talking
Advisor?
about him being maybe moved up.
Well, no. But the story broke at around noon that he'd been fired. Donald Trump said, "You're fired," and CNN was gleeful. They were dancing on the set. Oh, look at the chaos in the Trump administration. It's just like the first term.
Right.
And they ran wild for 3 hours, and then they had to come back on there and go, "Oh, wait a minute, he didn't get fired. He just got a new
I
job."
wonder what the deal is with that, though.
They all hate Trump. What do you
Well,
mean?
I know that.
Oh, you mean why they did it?
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe there had to be some consequence for the Signalgate thing. Mike Walls is the guy that added the reporter onto that conversation.
And he's a nice guy to get too.
Yeah, right. But Mike's a hero of our country. He's a Green Beret, 3 bronze medals,
Yeah.
served our country well. So I'm glad he didn't get fired and moved over to a different job. And he's got to go through a Senate confirmation now to be the ambassador of the UN. So that's going to be a fun television show watching the Democrats tearing him about Signalgate. So
Okay. Mike. Okay, we got Mike Waltz is
yeah, Marco Rubio is going to temporarily wear 2 hats: Secretary of State.
the name I'm hearing.
No, not.
General Flynn.
Oh, I doubt it.
I would love it though. I mean, I know he's a Democrat.
It might be all right, but it won't happen
Why do you say that?
because it's too much baggage with him.
How do you figure there's no baggage with him?
Oh,
It's
they
all
tore
fake
him
news.
apart 8 years ago, whatever it was.
But how much of that was true?
That I don't know.
How much of that was true?
I can't remember what it was all about now. It was 8 years ago.
Oh, it was cause of not Biden, but who was the guy before Biden?
Obama.
Obama. Yeah, Mike Flynn. I
Is
mean,
he the one that said something about Obama and got
oh yeah, he's like.
the Time magazine?
I'd like to see Mike Flynn in there. Yeah.
Or no, it was Rolling Stone magazine wrote a big article about.
Oh yeah, everybody needs to jump on that. You talking about that cabinet meeting? That was amazing. The stuff that they come out with. They're sitting there talking. You couldn't ask for any more. What is it? Those are bills. Department of Education officials was using taxpayer dollars to rent stadiums and
Yeah.
Caesar Palace for parties.
Yeah, that was on last night.
Yes. Is that true?
Yeah, it's
That's a
true.
slush fund. They're taking our taxpayers and renting Caesar's Palace.
So there's some bizarre government agency called the Department of something Peace. I can't remember what it's called.
Right,
They got $55 million, I think,
Right.
annually from Congress.
right.
15% of it went to peace initiatives, like helping alpaca farmers in Peru.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the rest of it went to Caesar's Palace, renting the stadium for a party, and private jets.
Yes.
15% of the money went to what it was supposed to go for. Even if you think we do need to support alpaca farming in Peru, only 15% of it went there. Right? And of course, why are we growing alpacas
they
in Peru,
said,
Stephen? Why?
Doge, Elon Musk says they found the U.S. Institute of Peace had a $130,000 contract with a former member from the Taliban.
Yeah, that's right.
Former, $130,000. I don't care.
And to do what?
I have no idea. And
Yeah.
they said that
They don't either.
the Institute of Peace, Kumbaya, was the hardest and meanest group that they've worked with so far.
They had guns in the office. Why does the Institute of Peace need loaded firearms in the office?
Because, you know, if you're going to have peace, you got to carry a big stick.
I guess so. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, man.
I'm where you.
It's so broke.
Yeah.
It's so messed up.
I do that. I'm pretty peaceful. I guess. Don't you?
Well, I do, but you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I want you to remember, I did the math, right? So everybody in Towns County, everybody paid taxes. It all added up to about $100 million a year.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the entire Towns County people worked to do nothing but fund parties at Caesar's Palace,
Right.
and alpaca farming in Peru, and to give a Taliban dude 150-something grand. To everybody in town, that's where all of your tax dollars. If that doesn't make you mad, there's something wrong with you. So that little girl holding the sign in Hayesville yesterday,
Yeah.
wake up,
Oh.
girl, wake.
Move. We don't want you down here.
Cross
You
the
ain't our type of folk. Yeah.
Man, well, there's something wrong with her. You know, I mean, come on.
I'm gonna tell you, we gotta take another break. He's got my email pulled up here. I don't know how he got my email on our computer over here, but I can tell you one thing. Look at all them bill collectors.
Oh my God, you doing that much?
We need that payment.
No wonder you're always asking for a cosigner.
Oh man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. So maybe we get Pat Malone on here, and hopefully we're about 8:30 hours, so we should have Andrew Clyde should be rolling in here pretty quick. So let's take a quick break. We want to thank Funeral Home for bringing you the show today. We appreciate them. Wow, we got him. I must have went into a different.
Oh, there he is.
Whoops. I just, there you are.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to get off the phone so Clyde can call.
Perfect. Okay. Well, that was just in time.
There's 2, 3 pulled up. I must have went in the wrong one, but this is what I had set up.
Well, I dialed it up. I just typed in mail and that was what came up. So I don't think it was production, obviously it was you. But I got I sent Cyril, I sent the invite link to him just now and he got in. So, it looks clean. This thing was going into Windows updates.
Oh.
So you don't even allow that on a production computer.
No.
All right, we got the phones ready for Andrew Clyde.
Yes,
I will.
phone line's clear.
Phone's clear. And let's see, we are about 2.5 minutes out. Hopefully. There's any other settings to be good. The picture even looks better.
Yeah.
Looking to upgrade what you're riding around in?
I kid you not, everything in here, the cameras, the switcher, the damn computer running, everything.
Really?
I believe it.
I believe it.
What's that thing on the tripod right there? Looks like a flat panel.
It's a light. It's an LED light.
Oh, that's one of those
You
things.
turn that on if you want to see you.
Yeah.
Harry uses it when he comes in the morning before the sun comes up.
Oh, okay. Who wants to see Harry?
I remember Steven used to have a screen and all lights and black out the outdoors.
The locker room Wednesday at 6, Copperhead Lodge Thursday
Don't
at
do that
7,
anymore.
and Friday we're back at the Blue Coyote at 7:30. For trivia fans, we're at the Pub in LJ Tuesday at 7:30, and the Blue Coyote Thursday at 7. For the full schedule, taking music for all
I'm at the
occasions
Pink
on
Coyote.
Facebook. Fun times, great
Blue
memories, come
Coyote?
join us.
The Copperhead Lodge and the Flying Trap
30
Restaurant in
seconds
Blairsville are back
till the
under new
jingling.
ownership. Enjoy live music Friday and Saturday nights. Check the band schedule on the Copperhead Lodge Resort Facebook page. Don't miss Wednesday's $38 prime
Okay,
rib
this will be
special,
a
baked potato and veggie.
crash
Friday at
test
6,
on him.
Or karaoke Thursday at 7 with KJ Kevin with music for all occasions. Enjoy your meal outside in a dog-friendly patio. Great food and great fun at the Copperhead Lodge in Blairsville. We will see you there.
Pre-planning for your burial or cremation wishes doesn't have to be a downer. Drop into Bannister Cooper Funeral Home for a relaxed and comforting conversation with their team. Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, next to the McDonald's in Hiawassee. We love drop-ins.
All righty, we're back with you, Pat. You with us, brother?
I'm trying, Steven. Am I there?
Yeah, you're here. You're here. You're here. You're here.
Yay!
You guys sound like you're in a cave.
That's all right. We are in a cave over here. Sounds real muffled, but anyway, we're
You
doing
sound good for a change, so
Yeah.
that's good.
All right.
Hey, did you see big Chuck Schumer, man? He jumped all over Trump. He's got the lowest approval rating in 100 days as any president in history. You hear Chuck Schumer saying that?
Yeah, I heard that. Did you see? Chuck didn't give you all the information.
I
though.
got the information here. Polls have it that he has a 17% approval rating after his big spell. What did he say? Oh, well, polls, they come and they go.
Did you see he was going to do an all-nighter like Cory Booker and he couldn't make it to midnight?
No.
He had to
Why
go
would he
to
do
bed.
that?
He's an idiot. It's time for him to go. There's got
I
to be
didn't want him to begin with.
there's got to be an age limit, man.
17% approval rating.
There's
What,
an age
who
limit.
is that? Schumer's approval rating?
That's what they
Yeah,
say.
17%.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
why-
the Democrats as a whole, their approval rating is down to 35%.
Yeah, but they got AOC to save the day, man. Don't worry, they're going to come out just great.
Oh, well, I got my microphone ain't working now, Mike. So I don't know what you're doing. I think we're going out over there, but anyway, it don't matter. What do you think about General Flynn taking Mike Walt's place?
Wait a minute. But Trump already fired General Flynn one time.
By mistake.
No, by mistake.
Yeah, it's a bunch
Hey.
of bull. Did you not read the book, man? Did you not check into this, or did you just take what CNN told you?
He was the first one that got fired. He only lasted like 21 days.
Yeah, but did you read all that went on with all that after the real news, all the theory, what's it called, conspiracy theories? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe we got.
Congressman Clyde.
Oh, good. Hopefully we got.
Andrew Clyde.
Yeah, saves the day. I hope you don't have to cut him off. Yeah.
Oh, you know we will today. the way
I guess
this
y'all
going.
got a bunch of questions to ask Andrew. I ain't got anything to ask. We got Andrew Clyde there. We do. We do. We got him on. Good morning, Andrew Clyde. You with us? Man, we've been waiting for 2 weeks just so we can talk to you, man. We love you. I'm gonna tell you, this is just mind-boggling. It's nothing to do, but it is political, but it's got nothing to do with what's going on. But Tim Walz said they picked him because he could code talk white guys. Did you see this? I mean, oh my Lord. I mean, I'm gonna tell you that the tranny in my Dodge truck and the tranny in his Prius is two entirely different trannies, if you know what I mean. Could you imagine showing up at deer camp?
Tim Walz. Oh man, he'd be like, "Oh, I'd like to see your gun." I'm like, "Nope."
Yeah,
Golly.
Andrew Rob Moyer here. Did you see him try to load a shotgun? He's supposed to be this big hunter and he can't load a shotgun.
Oh yeah, we're going buck hunting. I said, yeah.
If we showed up with Tim Walz, they'd have to check our man card at the door.
It'd be all.
All about it.
I
man.
mean, we go buck hunting. We want a 10-point rack. When he goes buck hunting, he won't. Well, I'll just leave that right there. But I'm just saying, I ain't no way. This is mind-boggling to me.
Well, fortunately, he has been kicked to the curb.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah.
Let's hope he
Amen.
stays there, right?
Oh,
So, Andrew, we had a protest yesterday in Hayesville, And we
Really?
an
North-
anti-Trump protest, and we got a picture. We think it's from Hayesville.
I don't know if it is or not.
A young girl holding a sign that says "Legalize MS-13." What do you think of that? That's your opposition.
Legalize MS-13.
Yeah.
Well, that young lady obviously has no idea what MS-13 is.
Right.
I mean, I thought Stephen Miller yesterday, I think it was yesterday, did the most incredible takedown of the press when it came to them coddling MS-13 and Tren de Aragua and all the other gangbangers, all right, that President Trump has declared, persona non grata here in this country, and is deporting them as quickly as he can, because nobody wants to live in neighborhoods that they control, and because they're unsafe. And that's the whole point right there.
I'm with you.
Nobody's better than Stephen Miller at that. He's a master. But I had this question in my brain for you this morning. I got to ask it before I forget.
Sure.
You have gotten really good at this media stuff since you've taken office, and I've watched you get better and better at it. And who are the powers that be that decide which congressmen get to be on Fox News hits and those kind of things? Because I'd like to see you on TV more.
Fox does, and I generally don't seek that sort of stuff. There's some that do. I generally don't. I mean, you'll see me on Maria in the morning, sometimes, maybe once a month or something like that. But
okay.
It's a they decide who gets on, and I don't know, maybe it's ratings or something like that. But well, thank you for the compliment, though.
Well, we need people that
can
get the
great team.
Yeah,
Pardon?
we need people to get the message out correctly, and I think you're one of them, and so I'd like to see you there more. But anyway, I'll quit hogging the microphone. Sorry.
Yeah. What's this? I was trying to find it where they voted this where they were trying to get rid of the tariffs, and it voted 49-49.
Oh yeah, and JD came in and broke the tie.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the Senate trying to do that. Unfortunately, we don't have all our Republicans are not really, they're not MAGA Republicans, that's for certain.
You're Rand Paul, right?
Yeah.
And some of them, I kind of wonder if they really have a Republican card at all. But, that's the president's authority. That's an Article 2 authority right there. When it comes to foreign relations and dealing with foreign countries, that is not a congressional authority. We're not declaring war on anybody. All right. So I'm sorry. That's an Article 2 executive authority and hands off. We don't want the president or the courts, for that matter, especially the courts, crossing lines of the three branches of government. And so the Congress doesn't need to be crossing that line into the executive either. So, the Constitution is pretty clear. So I was grateful that attempt was denied by J.D. Vance in his tie-breaking vote.
I was just blown away that 49%. That is,
I'm not surprised.
I am. I mean, you just got to do what's right, whether you like it or not.
Well, no offense to Andrew, but there's one thing that Congress people hate in general is if you take away their ability to give away money. And so if you take any power of money out of their hands, they get feisty about it.
Well, I don't know. This Tom Homan, now I'm gonna tell you, I'm a Tom Homan fan. I love this guy. I really do. I mean, he is serious. And they were talking about why not just arrest sanctuary city leaders who are harboring and shielding illegal aliens from deportation. And Homan says, wait until you see what's coming. Can you tell us what's coming?
I love it. I absolutely love it. Hey, come on now. Now, wasn't he the one, and I'm not sure who he was talking about, but I think it might have been one of the mayors in Colorado. And he goes, we agree on one thing. He said that he's willing to go to jail, and I'm willing to take him to jail.
Man, you gotta love that kind of guy.
Just like the FBI took down that judge.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal. We
Yes.
have a new administration. We have, one rule of law now. It's no longer a two-tiered system,
right?
Because we have people in leadership in place. Now, there's still some bad actors that need to be rooted out, All right, and probably some of them need to go to jail.
Right.
But but we have new leadership and leadership that believes in our Constitution, and it's just great to see that. And the shock waves going through the left now and through the judges now is pretty incredible. They think they're untouchable. They're not.
Yes, I agree.
That's great. Andrew, one of the things that we're going to hear non-stop between now and whatever day you vote for the one big beautiful bill is that Republicans are destroying Medicaid. And it's back to this old fuzzy Washington math that cutting a increase is a decrease. So can you explain that a little bit?
Well, first off, the way the current bill says or states, Medicaid is expected to increase by 25% over the next 10 years. That's like 2.5% a year. So I'm sorry, we're not taking away benefits, but this is what needs to happen. We have to cut the waste, fraud, and abuse out of Medicaid. It has become so big and so bloated that proper oversight has not been accomplished on Medicaid in many years, especially through the Biden administration. In the last 4 years, the cost of Medicaid has increased 51%.
In the last 4 years, it's gone up 51%.
4 years.
Holy
That's
cow.
insane. But it's because of numerous gimmicks that the states and those that are, that take advantage of, I won't call them loopholes, I'll call them a lack of oversight, okay? Lack of proper oversight in Medicaid.
Okay.
But the people on Medicaid who are legitimately on Medicaid, and it's for pregnant women, it's for children, it's for the disabled, it's for the elderly. That group right there will not lose any of their benefits. But we've got another group, and it's the largest group of people that are causing the increase in Medicaid, and it is able-bodied adults that refuse to work, non-working able-bodied adults. And that is wrong.
That is wrong.
Is it true that California is giving it to illegal aliens?
Yes, and not only that, but California and New York both are two of the greatest abusers of the Medicaid system.
Mm-hmm.
There's something called a provider tax, all right, and it's a way that they bilk the federal government. It's money laundering scheme. They charge a tax to the Medicaid provider, all right, call it $100. They get that tax, then they give that tax back to the provider as a payment to the provider, all right, and then they bill the federal government for the value of that tax. So that $100, that they got from the provider, they give back to the provider, bill the federal government for it, and they get reimbursement at 60%. So they have not had any cost. It's just been a money exchange back and forth of $100, but the federal government has paid them $60. So it's $60 that they just, basically stole, money laundered from the federal government.
Wow.
And they have been learning how to do this more and more. And the more that they increase this quote provider tax, the more money they can get, the 60% from the federal government. And it's wrong, and it has to be dealt with, or the cost of Medicaid will become so unsustainable. It's one of the areas that is breaking the back of the federal government when it comes to the finances. So we have to deal with it. Medicaid is not there to supplement a state budget, all right? It's there to provide for the people that need it, and not for a state, to supplement a state's budget.
Well, we all know people riding that wave, man. We all know people drawing a check that don't need it. Everybody does. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of, I guess I'm a little bit different, but I think if you're on welfare and food stamps, you shouldn't have pets. You shouldn't be able to smoke. You shouldn't have beer. You shouldn't have nothing. Just, beans and taters.
And if you can work, you should be working.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you. And I know people that can't work that want to work, and they can't even get disability. It's just crazy. Let me ask you another question. Wait a minute. Pat Malone, our Rhino, is on with us. You got something, Pat?
I do have a question. Andrew, one of the things that bothers me is it's all right to reduce things. It's all right to eliminate people unless it's in my district. I see a number of people in Congress trying to protect their weather office or their shipyard or their Social Security office If that happens, that accomplishes nothing, doesn't it? How do we
Or
stop that?
or their biofuel credit.
Yeah.
There's another one, right? Pat, you are 100% correct. And that's why, like on the Green New Deal tax credits, all right, we are working to eliminate all of them, not select one, not leave select ones there, because if you start leaving selected ones there, then, where do you stop? Where's the line right there? Okay. So this is why when the government goes in and the government gives a tax credit for this or a tax credit for that business or a Green New Deal, green energy credit for this or solar panels or whatever, all of that has to go away because that's the government interfering with the free market.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the way our system works. But that's the way Biden wanted it to work, and that's the way Pelosi wanted it to work. And it's, again, bankrupting our country because there's no end in sight for that particular, credit. So in this case, Pat, I'm 100% with you, my friend.
Okay, I got one other for you.
Oh man, you ain't gonna get through this.
I see you're going to have to work next year. Not that you're not working already, but you're going to have to campaign because you got an opponent in the primary. What's that all about?
Who
on earth?
It would be the mayor of Gainesville has decided
Yeah.
to challenge the primary, but that's all right.
What's his gripe with you?
I have no idea. I haven't been able to figure that one out yet, and neither have a lot of other folks. But
I'm looking at his campaign material, and it's the same stuff you've been saying and doing.
Well, you'll have to ask him. Maybe you'll get him on the radio and talk to him. But
No, we're biased. We're biased. He ain't coming on my show. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you need a speaker at a campaign rally in Gainesville, you call me. I'll come down.
Oh, no, don't call him, man. You don't want him around you at all.
He knows better.
You
Yes,
want
he
a
does.
speaker, call me, man. I'll straighten him out. Yeah. Oh, well, we're following.
Well,
man.
as you saw in us leading on Lake Chattooga.
Yes.
All right. Making sure that that we're engaged so that TVA comes up with the right solution. One that both fixes the issue on the Lake Chattooga spillway and also and primarily is focused on maintaining the economy of the area around the lake, both on the Georgia side and the North Carolina side, because it's critical to that area. So, that's what we and TVA is a federal government agency. So that's what we in Congress do. We engage, and this is a 9th district specific. Well, a 9th district in the North Carolina district, but
see,
this is our issue.
There's your problem, Andrew. We've got a really important local issue, and you jumped all over it with both feet. Instead, we really want you on a private jet to El Salvador to drink margaritas and try to get an MS-13 gang member out of jail. That's what you're supposed to be doing, my friend.
Well, that's because I have an R in front of me.
Oh,
there you
go. Okay.
Yeah, and an M too for morals. Yeah, I'm with you on that 100%.
Well, this community needed your help, and thank you for jumping on that so fast and so hard because it's a really big issue, and I can't tell you how much we've appreciated what you're doing so far.
We have got to get to break. My question is, before we go, one more thing. We got Mike Waltz is out. Okay, for his national security advisor. I vote for General Flynn. What's your take on that? What you think I'm off the rails here?
Well, I will tell you, it's interesting the way the news media spun that because actually he has been promoted to the United Nations ambassador. All right, and that's the White House moved him from national security advisor to ambassador because Elise Stefanik, who was the original nominee, her seat in Congress is in danger, and they don't want to lose that seat because if we lose the majority in a year and a half, then it's going to be constant impeachments for President Trump. So, I think there was a little bit of rethinking that, going, oh, whoa, maybe that's not such a good idea. She'd have been a great UN ambassador, but it wouldn't be great if we lose the majority. And in the last 2 years are run by Democrats with, impeachments every other week. So they moved Mike Waltz into that position, and Rubio backfilled the national security advisor. So Yeah, I mean, I trust the president. I
Yeah.
trust him in the decisions of who he has on his cabinet.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, man. Listen, I've never got to meet you. Next time you're up this way, you're always up this way. Holler, I'll take you to McDonald's and you can order anything off the menu you want to.
I'll take you up on it.
No, he's going to stick you with the bill,
No,
Andrew.
I
Don't
know.
do it. Don't trust. He doesn't have that much money.
Okay.
He needs a cosigner at checkout, Andrew.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe we'll all go.
There
you go.
I don't want to be seen in Blairsville with Pat Malone. I'll just be honest with
there
you.
we go. There.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Always great to be with you guys on WGRB.
All right, man. You take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, we got to jump to break. We'll be right back on the other side.
This is Tamala Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, and I left my husband and staff unattended for a few hours, only to find out I have been given a nickname, which happens to be a rodent. In our line of work, you have to maintain a sense of humor, but I think these guys took it a little far this time. Come by and give them a hard time with me, and while you're there, let's go ahead and get your wishes in writing. Pre-planning your wishes doesn't have to be somber. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home.
Jackie Jones, Jackie Jones, Jackie Jones Ford. Hey, it's Andy with Jackie Jones Ford of Hazel. There's nothing better than being outdoors this time of the year unless you're inside a new Ford or pre-owned car or truck from Jackie Jones Ford in Hazel. For 50 years, we've been your hometown Ford dealer, and you can check us out at jjfordhazel.com. So come by, because our crew likes to have fun outside too.
Hit the road to Jackie Jones Ford.
It's getting prettier by the day, and Mountain Realty hopes you'll lean on our expertise as you consider your housing plans. If you're selling, let's make sure you're maximizing the value of your property. If you're buying, we'd love to show you the gems that maybe you haven't seen yet. No one knows lake living like we do. Mountain Realty on Main Street in Hiawassee. Learn about us and our core values at mountainrealty.com or call 706-896-2283.
Warmer weather is coming, and that means you've got 50 places to go, and you're still in love with the truck that will get you there. So spring forward with accessories from Rose Auto in Blairsville.
Rose Auto.
Bed covers, towing systems, steps. Rose Auto has what you need to do it right. Just up from 515 on the Murphy Highway. Rose is the only way to get your ride to a ball game, a fishing trip, or an overnight camping trip.
Rose Auto.
Type in Rose Auto Accessories on Facebook. We're next to Mike's Seafood.
Are you in charge of making dinner this week? Something everyone will like? Something that'll earn you some extra brownie points? Foodland. Top quality meats right here in Blairsville. Our hand-cut steaks, sourced straight from the Midwest, are perfect for any occasion. Foodland is known for having the best coleslaw in town. And be sure to try our new pimento cheese and chicken salad. Find us at 34 Pat Harrell's. Oh, come on. You know where Foodland is. Follow us on Facebook to catch all of our weekly specials. That's Foodland in Blairsville, your local hometown grocer since 1972.
I'm Stephen Phillips, owner of Benny Sanitation in Hiawassee. One thing I can't stand is a mess. I've always been that way. When I was in kindergarten, I didn't build with blocks. I just wanted to put them in a bag and throw them in the dumpster. In fact, I did that all 4 years I was there. So now I'm the best garbage man in the area. I take your bags away, your big items you can't haul yourself, make your curbs look really nice. So call Benny Sanitations for your residential trash pickup. Best trash collection service or double your garbage back. 706-896-2573.
Fridays on the Dish are presented by Bannister Cooper Funeral Home in Hiawassee. The experts at Bannister Cooper will guide you through the important family conversations when it comes to making end-of-life arrangements for a loved one. Yes, we're Towns County's funeral home, but we're welcome to all. And now, back to the Morning Dish.
All righty, we're back with you, and we want to thank Georgia Mountain Grading for bringing you this part of the show. If you need any kind of grading done when it comes to home driveways, give them a call. Locally owned and operated and family run. That's even better. Hey, man, check this out. 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes has actually received an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Edited Interview with Kamala Harris.
Oh, come on.
Oh, baloney.
That can't be true.
I think they should get it. I really do.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I'm not. Anybody that can edit Kamala Harris and make her sound smart.
Wait a minute. They're getting sued for that. How can they get an Emmy for it?
That's why they're getting an Emmy for it.
Are you serious?
You got to be.
I mean, the guy behind that editing that and made Kamala Harris actually sound like she had a little bit of sense. I mean, because she really did. I mean, in that interview, I mean, he needs a reward.
Well,
I would hate it.
they need to recut it and put the elephant story in. That'll help.
I mean, that guy's a genius.
Oh my!
Can you imagine having to edit that and make it sound like, oh, you want me to do what? It'd be like, holy smoke, there ain't no way, man.
There ain't enough money in the world to pay that guy.
he got a bonus for doing that one, didn't he?
Yeah, there's no way.
Oh, yeah, I reckon. And we're about out of time. I think he keeps throwing his fingers up over here, but we actually got the face of the code name Big Balls with the Elon Musk thing.
I fell asleep
We
before I
him.
got
We
to
know
see
who
Big
the guy,
Balls.
Big Balls.
What's
the
he
guy.
look like?
He's just a little young punk kid.
Oh, he is a little punk kid. Look at that.
Yeah. So,
Well, he's doing a good job.
yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Thank you, Big Balls.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, I didn't think I'd ever say that out loud.
We need a code talk. We need a code talk. We need Tim Waltz on here to help us code talk.
Code talk to men.
Yeah.
Because we're toxic masculinity at its finest here on the show, and we need a little help.
Man, it's been a rough day with all these computer problems going on, but I think Mike Z's finally got her straightened out.
Well, it's the end of the show.
That's the way it always works.
Everything works at the end of the show, right?
Oh man.
I think Harry left us an Easter egg, Patrick, just to mess us up at the end of the week.
Yeah. This is his Friday practical joke, right?
Yeah, exactly. Put a little virus in the system to blow up Friday morning.
Oh yeah, let me throw something out there, Pat. You said Trump hadn't done anything. What has Trump done? We got Mercedes-Benz is to expand to U.S. manufacturing plant. They're going to build a U.S. manufacturing plant. Mercedes is.
Okay, how many years from now will that happen?
I think they're starting immediately.
I don't think they are.
Oh, okay.
They don't have a location yet, do they?
I'm gonna let them build here.
Hey, they've started the.
Do they have a location?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be in Texas, ain't they?
They started the big multi-billion-dollar NVIDIA plant already. It's broke ground. They're moving dirt.
Such a Tim
Lots
Waltz.
of jobs.
You're like, golly. I mean, you look like Bill Clinton, and you sound like Tim Waltz.
Sticks and stones will break my bones, but
that's just
names
mean,
will
Stephen.
never
I mean,
hurt me.
Even for you, that's low, man. That's just calling me. He looks like Bill Clinton.
He really does.
He needs to go out with a bang on Friday.
We need some new friends, Patrick.
We made it through. Folks.
I'm not coming back next week.
Me neither, folks.
I ain't coming back either. He's supposed to be back next week. Harris. So anyway, listen, y'all have a good weekend out there. Be safe. Get out and do something. Make some class. Whatever you gotta do. We love you. We appreciate you. And we'll talk to you Monday morning.
See you guys.